Yo guys, Big Granny here. Sorry that there's no face cam, but there's really no point in putting face cam in this video. So in case you guys haven't watched the first announcement video on Deep Space Tycoon, you probably won't see much of a difference right now, but especially in the testing area, which we'll get to, there's a huge difference. So Julia has been really helping me out lately and helping develop this Tycoon. She's in the showcase and in the testing area. By the way, the showcase is completely free. This is where we build everything and show off everything, and then the testing area is paid access, just so we can get testers and then get some money to make sounds, advertisements, and other things along with that too, and pay the developers. Alright, so I'll show you around the new stuff from the old announcement video. So far there's no new upgraders. We need to make more of them. I need to especially make more. I think cosmetics have been about the same, but there's quite a few new droppers. So my friend J143 has also built, I think, a total of 3 droppers. So we got these droppers over here. I'm trying to determine what to call them. I built these new droppers right here, built these new ones. He also built these ones, which are really awesome, and these ones right here too. And I think there was another one that I made too, but I kind of forgot what I made. I think it was the copper mine. I'm not exactly 100% sure. So he made like the most detailed portion of this, but then I made like downgrades of it. All right. Also, so I built a piece of furniture. I'm terrible at furniture building, but everything else I'm pretty good at Roblox. But yeah, it doesn't look that great, but it should fit the theme pretty well. It is sci-fi furniture. I know a lot of you guys are gonna say I'm kind of obsessed with neon. It is sci-fi. Plus, I want to make it cool, fun, and colorful too. So that's what sci-fi is kind of all about. So in the showcase too, I moved the map down, one of the maps down here, so you can go ahead and check that out. There's new lighting sources, I believe, too. Just trying to remember what we were doing. Okay, so teleporters. So literally, this thing took 5 minutes to make because I just used F3X and resized all those parts at once. So this would be the teleport to the desert, the lobby, and then the jungle planet. They'll each cost a different amount of money. Especially the jungle will be really expensive. So basically in this Tycoon, you're going to be able to teleport to different planets and stuff like that, which is going to be really awesome. Also, I took a free model. This doesn't really count, but I took a free model and then I took the seat from it and then just put it in here, so that way the seats work. So let's go ahead and close out of that. So let's go in test mode. Show you guys around how everything's scaled and stuff. Take a bit to load. All right, there we go. So there's the main lobby over there. We may or may not use it. I'm not sure. The second portion I built to it's pretty ugly, but the first portion looks really cool. I just don't want to use too many parts. That's the problem. Okay, so here's the couch. Works really well. It's, I mean, it's a little upscaled too much, but it's fine. So these teleporters, you'll be able to walk through them and teleport, obviously, but we'll get that done later. But yeah, really cool stuff. I got some community people building stuff too. I mean, my friends are trying to make upgraders. Jay is a really good builder. This is some of the droppers he made. Also, that red one over there. We got some community items over here. The ship. I'll show you the actual testing area. That way you get a better idea of how things are going to be like. Jungle Island. Or not Island, the planet. So here's the main lobby. I believe I showed this in the last episode. But here's my plan for it. So in the main lobby, there's going to be teleporters in here. We're debating whether or not to make the single player or not. Or like 2 or 3 or even 4 players. We're going to distance everybody out super far, though. That way, reduce lag as much as possible. It is pretty dark in here for some reason. I'm not exactly sure what happened. There is lights in here, but I thought they would be way brighter than that. Weird. Alright. So if you come in here, I'm planning on making this like a shop. Like a massive fan clothing shop or other things shop and stuff like that. That would be pretty cool. And then there's going to be different sections that we're going to build in here too. So let's go ahead and stop. But yeah, alright, so let's go ahead and show you the actual testing place, and you're going to be like, wow, you guys made a ton of progress. We actually did. And thank you, Julia, for coding everything. So I went ahead and built everything and put them in here and stuff. So thank you to whoever built this dropper a couple months ago. One of my friends did. And I modified it and made it look better and less parts and stuff like that. We're having a big issue trying to keep the parts down. I did union a lot of stuff. Problem is unions sometimes don't load, especially on lower end devices. So here's the thing. We're going to have color-coded buttons too, which is going to keep things nice and organized. So yellow is going to be ship components. You'll need to buy ship components in order to get certain teleporters. And so you're going to need thrusters and armor to go to the desert. because you know, I mean, nothing's gonna. It's not really functional, but to be realistic, you know, you want armor and stuff in your ship. So all these gray parts up here, this is a part of the armor package. So, uh, so ship armor. Let's go ahead and move that. So this is like the whole thing of armor that you're going to be putting on the ship, and I believe the bottom stuff too is going to be there as well. So let's go ahead and undo that. Uh, and then green is going to be cosmetics, so crates, furniture, anything that doesn't relate to the other things pretty much. The crates aren't gonna be too expensive. I'm gonna make plenty of cosmetics. That way you have plenty of other things to buy other than the droppers and stuff like that. Even though the droppers are probably the coolest thing. So red are droppers slash upgraders, anything money making. So as you can see up here, Julia has worked so hard all night to put this together. We've been working for like 5 hours straight, and so yeah, there hasn't been a lot of progress with the other developers that I've had, so finally I found somebody that's pretty good. She's going to get a really big cut of money once this thing takes off. So the blue are the teleporters. That's this right here. We're going to have more teleporters once more planets are made. So this is going to be lobby, desert, and then jungle. So this will be $1,000. You don't need parts, any ship components in order to unlock this, because the lobby is just the main central hub. You don't really, it shouldn't cost anything to really go there, but just so you can build up your Tycoon a little bit first, we're going to charge $1,000 for that. Yes, there will be like game passes and other cool things you can buy too, because it is a Tycoon. The desert one, it costs $8,000, but it actually costs more than that because you got to buy these ship components. But the ship components are not too bad because after you get a lot of these droppers, it shouldn't be too hard. The green planet, it's cost $300,000. That may sound like a lot, but after you build up the desert planet with all these droppers and stuff, it really isn't going to be that much. I think it's going to move at a good pace too. Plus, later on in the game, we haven't really developed it yet, but we're going to make it so you can extend the ship possibly. No guarantees though, but I want to add as many awesome features that you guys can go through. I understand this is going to be a basic Tycoon. We were originally going to make upgradable droppers too, but it would take a lot more complication in the scripting and stuff and make things like a little bit harder to do. And plus, not only that, you guys would have a lot less droppers to deal with. But we have like about 100 droppers, and we're using probably about a third to maybe a half of them just in here alone. You guys might say that it is crowded, but in reality, you have plenty of walk room. We made sure not to crowd the place up, and in the places that are like kind of blank, we're just gonna put cosmetics down. There will be plenty of furniture that you can buy in here, maybe with some upgrades too. This is gonna be like the captain's deck, and this is where you collect your cash. I do want to make a save and maybe an auto collector for cash, but I'm not exactly sure yet because, you know, we're just trying to go off the kit and making things simple. So again, you can buy the thrusters for the ship, the armor. You can buy these lights too. Later on though, you can do that. But yeah, I'm also planning on making it so you can buy like some of the panels, you can buy some of the flooring too, and the underglow for the ship, and these lights up here too. I'm also making that a plan, and maybe this like glass wall right here would be cool too. Okay, so I'm thinking about making a PvP system for the planets too. But let's go ahead and actually test this out and kind of show you guys around. So I'm going to go ahead and give myself $1 billion, by the way. And so I think we go to, what is it? No, server storage, player money. We go to player 1, and let's go ahead and set ourselves to like a whole bunch of money, $10 billion. All right. So yes, we will make these buttons gradually unlockable, but they're not like that yet. They just all pop up at once, but these pop up gradually. So as you can see, there's plenty of wall upgrades that you can get, and these walls look absolutely amazing, so they gradually build up as you go. You can also buy more conveyors in this section and build up those walls too, because we want to make sure that players have protections with their droppers and stuff, so that's awesome. And then each time you buy a new dropper, you get like an upgraded version of it. So like this is version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4. And every single dropper is different, because I went through Tycoons myself, and I'm like, why do some of these droppers look the same? I understand that some of these droppers are the same, but they're upgrades of each other. But literally, like a lot of Tycoons, they have like the same droppers over and over. Again, these ones are still being developed. And this Tycoon moves at a very good pace. You're going to be rapidly buying stuff all the time. So we want to make it interesting. We don't want to like make you wait an hour for something. That's just not fun. Alright. So here's some more stuff right here. Boom, 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 boom. It's awesome, right? And there's going to be some special droppers, but you'll see these droppers repeat again, but with an upgraded version later on in the game as well when you go to different planets. So like you'll see this uranium dropper come in after too. The problem is I don't want to use some of these droppers too often because there are a lot of parts. A lot of the new ones I built are not that many parts. But yeah, I made sure to like make everything unique and everything as possible because this Tycoon's all about variety. And each different team ship, if we do decide to do teams, is going to be a completely different color and kind of a different design too. Um, but yeah, as a lot of big updates come out, I'm going to make more videos for this. And if you haven't already, if you want to help support us, make sure to buy access for this. As you can see right here, we're making massive amount of money right now. There's going to be upgraders too, so this amount of money does look a little low right now. We might boost some of the droppers a little bit. But especially when you get to the other planets, I think that's about the time when the game really picks up. And again, like the other planets too, that adds so much variety and so much more gameplay to the Tycoon as well. You probably don't want to be stuck in like a ship for too long because it does not get boring if you're stuck in the same environment. Why not experience multiple environments? This is probably going to be the biggest Tycoon in Roblox. Not necessarily maybe not the longest, but maybe probably the biggest because of all the environments and content that we're going to have. We're going to have to try to find ways to deal with the lag. So far it's not too bad, but when the droppers are dropping and stuff, sometimes there is a tiny bit of spiking. And I could build way more detail than this, guys, too. But the thing is, I want to keep it like fairly playable for fairly low-end devices too. I'm gonna guarantee this probably can't play on mobile, but at least if you have an okay computer, then you should be fine. Also, all these droppers drop different ores, so again, I didn't like it when I played Tycoons and all the drops look the same. So all these droppers drop something different. Let's look at all the variety of ores, and we might have it too where you can buy a thing where you can change it to your own thing too. But look how cool that is. We made sure they make the ores small too. That way, not only do they not cause clogs, but it just runs overall smoother. Nothing's that chunky. But yeah, look at how awesome this is. I'm really proud of Julia's work. I'm pretty much going to build everything in this Tycoon. Julia's most likely going to code everything, at least I hope. Because I'm really enjoying her having develop everything. And yeah, but I'm not really sure what else to discuss right now. That's pretty much all there is to it, but that's pretty much all the show. But as you guys can see, we only started with like 2 droppers like yesterday. And it hasn't developed a lot in the past week or two because like my friend that's trying to code, he hasn't been on lately. So, but yeah, we're going to try to do some stuff here. I know a lot of you guys want to help out, but I'm just going to solo build everything. Julia did say that maybe we should allow fan submissions for droppers. I gotta be careful of that though because I know there will be some people that will just steal droppers and want to submit them. I mean, but again, I want to solo build everything because I want to be like, oh, I built this whole thing, or at least like 90% of it. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Let me know if you guys have suggestions or ideas. Everything's accepted. It's all welcome. I especially want to read all your comments about this. If you haven't already, you can buy access to this and help support us. There's been about, I think, just like almost 200 and maybe over 200 people that has bought access. Thank you to all those guys. We'll try to make something special for all the people that buy access. We're not sure how to code it yet, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, this is gonna be an awesome Tycoon. I can't wait to make some more games too. But yeah, if we keep developing at this speed, we're gonna be done in like a couple weeks probably. So yeah. And this is going to help out my YouTube channel, and my YouTube channel is going to help out this game. Hope you guys enjoy this quick overview of the game that we're developing so far. And if you haven't watched the first video already, make sure to go check that out. So I'm going to first develop some more furniture and cosmetics, get some more of the game done, and Julie's going to keep coding everything too and getting stuff done right there. There's a little bit of a glitchy thing right here, but it's not too bad. There's a little bit of floating thing. We're trying to level out all the bugs. Right now, so far, there's not really any bugs. Barely any, besides like very minor like building mistakes and stuff, which can't really see any. But yeah, that's all there is to it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave some comments, make sure to hit that bell notification button, and hope you guys enjoyed this video as well. I think that's all there is to it though. Brief overview. As you can see, we made $20,000 already by just walking around a little bit. But yeah, I didn't want to make a basic Tycoon either, but unfortunately that's the easiest and quickest way to go, and also the only way that some of my friends understand it too. So that's all there is to it. I want to make the best button Tycoon ever, and I want to make this fun. I want to make this, you know, you get the point now. See you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much. I'm really excited for this. Like, just thinking about it just gets my adrenaline heart pumping pretty quickly. Wow. Because if you guys want to click off the video, you can. But in 2010, I made a Halloween obby that got 17,000 visits on the front page. It was the best feeling ever. And also, I want to use Roblox as extra income off of YouTube as well, because YouTube's kind of going down the drain right now. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, peace out. This is actually going to end the video now. All right, let's do it.